Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS in.form. I'm your host, Bill Potter. Joining me in the studio is Jan Dougan. She is the Health and Human Sciences educator with Purdue Extension, and today we're going to talk about a class that people can take that'll help them to recognize mental health issues. Mental Health First Aid, I think it's called.
That's correct, Bill. It's called Mental Health First Aid, and it's an initiative here in Du Bois County by our Du Bois County Health Partnership. And under that partnership, we have a group that come to the table, and it's the Mental Health Committee. And a few years ago, we identified that this would be a great initiative here in our county to support our folks here.
Now, this is called Mental Health First Aid. Basically, it's a class. But it's first aid, it's not mental health seminar or anything like that. There's a reason for using that word.
Right. Mental health first aid is really for anyone. It's for individuals in our community. You could be a first responder, you could be a law enforcement individual, you could be a banker that works with farmers, you could be a teacher in the schools. It's for anyone who in our community would like to understand how they can help individuals with mental health issues.
Is this maybe mostly about recognizing issues,
Yeah.
looking for signs?
Yes, it is. It's an 8-hour workshop that we provide from time to time. And over the last couple years, Bill, we have trained over 200 adults in mental health first aid here in our county. So we're doing this work here to help support our community. What they teach is a system, and they call it ALGAE. And I'm just going to look at my little cheat sheet here that I have to share with those viewing what that is. So mental health first aid, we teach the acronym ALGAE, which stands for, we teach people how to assess, is the person at risk for harming themselves or for suicide? So that would be the first thing you would think about. And then we encourage people to listen without judgment to that individual, because oftentimes if people are experiencing anxiety or depression, they need someone to listen to them and not judge them. And then we teach folks how to give reassurance and information. So identifying what the individual said, giving them reassurance, and then helping them find information. E, we encourage appropriate professional help. So we educate individuals who go through the workshop about what kinds of services and programs we have here in Du Bois County and where they can seek help. And then another E, we encourage self-help and other support strategies. So it's really about being, I hate to kind of use the terminology, but maybe it's a good one, using a Band-Aid, trying to get the person, if they're in a crisis situation, and I use that term loosely, but if you identify that someone's needing help, could be the first step. You could be the person that helps guide them to where they can get support and services.
Who should be attending the mental health first aid sessions?
So I really think anybody. I think it's for all of us. I think the world that we live in today, being able to identify individuals and helping point them to help is really important. I think there's a huge stigma in our community and everywhere actually about mental health, and that you should be able to fix it yourself. You should be able to take care of this. Just pull up your boots and get on with life kind of thing. And it's really, this workshop will help people understand what mental health really is, what all it entails, anything from anxiety and depression to schizophrenia and other mental health illnesses that can be diagnosed. And when we think about it, 20 years ago, people never wanted to use the word cancer, right? They never wanted to talk about cancer because if you heard that from your doctor, you felt like it was a death sentence, that cancer is it. Well, I think we're kind of in that same place with mental health today, that people don't want to talk about mental health because there's something wrong with them or something that can't be fixed, and that's not true. And there's so many ways that people can be supported if they're having mental health issues, and it's okay to talk about it, and it's okay to seek help for that. And mental health first aid is all about providing that first aid opportunities, understanding that toolkit, so to speak, for individuals in our community so they can help others.
for folks that want to take this, and it could be anywhere from an employer to a policeman to a teacher to just somebody in the community that wants to take it, maybe
Right.
somebody that deals with other organizations that wants to be part of this. What's a typical class going to be like? It goes from, is it a full day, 2 days?
It's an 8-hour class, so you're going to have to commit a whole day. It does cost $35 to participate. With that, you get a book that you can read and get more information, or have as a reference. There's a lot of activities based. They tailor the program to who's in the classroom. So there's different scenarios they can use in the activities and things. The trainers are do a great job. We're so thankful for Memorial Hospital and other local businesses that have supported mental health first aid here in our community by providing employees who have been trained, week-long training to bring this back to our community and help our community in this way.
So people will learn how to recognize mental health.
Yes.
Not necessarily treat it, but know where to recognize it, because that's the first thing.
Right. We were not expecting lay people to be able to treat or fix anything for anybody. We're just, as a lay person, you can talk to someone, you can listen to them, you can point them in the right direction for support services or help that they need, or encourage them to talk to their physician, who then could refer them to services that they need. But it's all about getting through that stigma and understanding mental health and how that impacts our community, how that impacts individuals' lives, and being there to listen and support individuals.
Now, this is a class that is offered kind of really throughout the year as needs are, but there are some classes that are coming up this fall and winter that people want to participate in.
Yes, so there is a training, an adult training scheduled for September 18th and another adult training for November 14th. You can just, for those of you who do searches on the internet, you can search mental health first aid, look for a class in Jasper or Du Bois County, and you can register that way through the site. Or you can call me and at 812-482-1782, and I can help guide you in that way. We are also offering another program that is mental health first aid for youth. Now, this isn't for youth. This is for adults who work with youth. So if you are a classroom teacher, or if you are a Boy Scout leader, or if you are a intramural coach, whatever, if you have a role with youth, you might want to consider the youth program. At this time, there aren't any youth programs scheduled, training scheduled, but there will be. So keep an eye in the community for those. And if you have a chance to participate, I think it's an awesome program. I think it's really a great way that you can support our community.
Well, with the events that happen in the world today, we always do hindsight. Oh, well, if we'd have seen this, or if somebody would have noticed that. That's what the point of this is.
You're exactly right, Bill. I'm so glad you mentioned that, because this is really about identifying those things, those signs, those symptoms, and then being able to get that individual help and support.
And so this is not really just one single group running this. This is a consortium of people coming together.
Yes.
But you still register through one website?
Mental Health First Aid.
Okay. Or
so,
if worst comes to worst, they can call you.
So this is a national program. This is a national program. It's an evidence-based program. It's being done all over the country. And you know what? We're right on top of things here in Du Bois County, that we offer it here locally by local people who have been trained, who understand our culture, who understand why some might feel the way they do about mental health, the stigma that is attached to mental health here in our community. And so it's just a great opportunity. It's, you know what? It's local people helping local people.
Instead of local people watching people, we're helping people.
Yes,
all right.
That's right.
Well, again, Jan, thank you for coming in and talking about this. They should, if somebody has a question, they can contact you.
Yes.
Or just search it online. You'll find the information you need. And what the group that's putting this together is the Du Bois County?
The Du Bois County Health Partnership.
A lot of people may not even know that exists, but
Yes.
now that we know, you're doing good work.
Yes.
Jan, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Bill.
Our guest has been Jan Dougan, Purdue Extension educator. If you are interested in the mental health first aid sessions that are coming up, be sure to contact Jan or somebody through the internet. You can find out that way. Thank you for watching 18 WJTS. We are local people watching local people with other people helping other people.